Hello, fabulous team out there. So I cannot believe what a beautiful day it is. Fall is here. Of course, I say that seeing that I have a cap sleeve shirt on. So, fall in Florida, it's a little bit different from some of you northern folks. It's only a high of 80 tonight, and I'm so excited to get out in it. So let me hurry up and do this. Today we're talking about putting your customers in a trance, and I mean a good trance. And it's really, you know what? I'm on this talkative thing lately. This is the second longest blog I've ever put out. Last week being the longest, I think. Oh, no, last week I missed because of the whole scorpion bite thing. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned that. I was bitten by a scorpion trying to clean up after the hurricane. And it was ugly and it was painful and it was exhausting. My entire arm it bit me back here, and you can't see darn thing, by the way. This whole thing was swelled up with this nobulely rigid, oh my God, it was so disgusting. Woke me up at 4 in the morning. By 6 in the morning, it was here. By 10 in the morning, it was here. By about noon, I called the doctor. And by the time I got to him at 3 that afternoon, my entire arm was huge and puffy and rigid on the inside of the core of it. That part kept growing, just kind of following the swelling, and everything hurt like the chickens. So, long story short, the drugs jacked me up. It was absolutely insane. I was up for like 2.5 days. Wow. But he had me on all kinds of different stuff, and eventually it all worked beautifully, clearly. And it was great. So, okay, where was I? So putting them in a trance is all about, it's actually the step-by-step guide in 5 easy steps to what we often spend 6 months to a year accomplishing. And it reminds me, sadly, with a text, email, voicemail conversation I had with a client last week who was kind of in a sense of urgency about getting some of this stuff done, hadn't done some of the back work they're supposed to do. For us, it's strictly a coaching conversation, so I can't really help with the activity. I can only help with the thinking part. And I felt so badly for them because they were trying to do what we all try to do. Look, I'm just as guilty. I do my best to be reformed, but this is why I know this stuff so well. Tried to skip over the thinking part and just jump right into a bunch of tactics. And this never works. And in this case, it didn't work because what they were trying to do, because by the way, you're selling to everybody. You're selling to your customers, your clients, your spouses, your family, your employees. In this case, it was an employee relationship. And they were trying to get buy-in from their manager, and they hadn't been getting it. And they've decided to write that. And so they sent a position agreement over to me and asked me for my recommendations on it. And I felt terribly because I just kind of slashed and burned it. But it's because there was no unique selling proposition. There was no defined purpose to a bunch of segmented requirements and requests about how they show up and what they have to be responsible for. And then what results they should be expected to deliver. So consequently, it became a very disjointed chunks of paragraphs that didn't fit. When you don't go to the trouble to start by seriously defining what you do, who you do it for, and how you accomplish that uniquely and individually, you cannot have any of the rest of this conversation in a cohesive and supremely spectacular fashion. You've got to lay down this foundational work. You have to do it, and I just can't stress this enough. And I know you want to skip it. We all want to skip it. I want to skip it, except that I love just sitting around thinking, right? But you have to do this, guys. You've got to. So, okay, enough being a fishwife. The point is, defining your unique selling proposition actually can be a very, very fun thing. I find it sometimes most productive with a glass of wine and friends, right? What makes you special and different? What makes your company special and different about how you show up and sell your stuff? God, I could just go off on so many tangents on this, but I won't. I like to try and keep these short. Take some time, ask some good questions. This blog is kind of long because it tries to help you, I think, in a more structured fashion, because I'm just kind of floundering around here. Define for yourself what that is. As usual, if you can't figure it out, give me a call, read some of my other blogs, take whatever free tools I've got. There's tons of them running around. If you can't find anything, give me a call or shoot me an email and just say, I don't want to talk to you, but do you have a tool that does this? I'm up for all that. I've been doing this for years, you guys. I got tons of stuff. There's no way I could post it all. There's no way I could share it all. And even if I could, you would get lost in the miasma and the, I hope that's the right word. There's too much. So reach out to me. I don't bite, and I'm not hunting for business just yet. I will be soon when I launch my teams, because the science behind this stuff works, and I'm really excited about it. But anyway, okay. What makes you special and interesting about how you sell what you sell? If you're selling, a hair clip, it does not have to be special. The way you offer it can be special. How you package it can be special. It can be special too, by the way. I like those ones, that little rubber thing you saw. Yeah, just discovered those recently. I'm a little slow. Whatever it is, find what makes you or your company or your product or your service unique. And looking at that and figuring that out can create a uniqueness all your own. All right. Then just do everything else on the list. Have a great day, week, month, y'all. Bye-bye.